here, and Genevieve, of course, she has to make an appearance. Today I will be doing a cosplay makeup tutorial for Yuzuha Shiba from Tokyo Revengers. I thought it was kind of funny to post this video around Christmas, okay? I thought it was funny. I changed up a few things in how I've been doing my makeup recently, and I think that's also reflected onto my cosplay makeup, so I hope that you find this tutorial useful. Yeah, let's just get right on into it, because I don't feel like the talking. You want to see the makeup, not the talking, so let's get to the makeup part.
Alright, so in my opinion, the most important part of cosplay makeup is skin prep. So I'm just starting with a toner and then an essence. And I use the essence while my face is still wet from the toner, so it just kind of helps everything be hydrated and smooth. And then after a while of letting that dry, I put on just some moisturizer. Starting with brows today. So the thing that I've started doing is kind of brushing my brows up, and then you'll see I kind of fill them in with eyeshadow instead of using an eyebrow pencil. And I find that this kind of gives a more like fluffy, natural brow look instead of something super sculpted looking, which I sometimes like to try out. So the process of doing this makes my brows look a little ridiculous, but in the end they look really nice and natural, and I go through and brush them out a lot. And there's also a kind of little like angled brush that I end up using as well to kind of fill in and sharpen certain areas as well. Just like focusing mostly on like the sparser areas with the more like denser flat brush. It's a lot of brushing and adding color just to kind of make them natural, but not like too dark. Next, I'm going in and priming my eyes with concealer. You can use eyeshadow primer. I've just been using concealer because I don't have any eyeshadow primer and I don't want to waste it. So I am now going in with just like a beauty sponge and blending this all out over my eyelid and getting in the inner corner as well to kind of give an even base for all the eyeshadows to stick onto. You also could use like a cream eyeshadow for this part. You could use foundation for this part, or like I said, eyeshadow primer, anything to just kind of help give you an even base. And then to set that base and make it really easy for the shadows to blend together, I just take a translucent powder and just brush that over the eyelids to both mattify them and just help the other eyeshadows blend together when we put it on top. Starting with like a light brown, mixing those two brown shades together and just using that to warm up the eyelid and up into the crease area. This is kind of just to start adding definition to the eyes, because as you've probably noticed, I'm not wearing circle lenses for this video. And I wanted to try to challenge myself to do cosplay makeup without circle lenses, so this is kind of what I was going for today. I do desperately need to repurchase circle lenses and get rid of my old ones, but that's not the purpose of the video. I'm also putting brown under the eye just to kind of connect it to the upper part of the eye, and also we'll be adding more shadows to the lower lash line later as well. Next, I'm taking like a mauve-y red color, and I'm just putting that on the outer corner of the eyelid. I'm not putting this on super cleanly, but I'm just also starting to blend that up into the crease and then going with a fluffy brush to blend that out. And if I remember correctly, I think I put some of this reddish shade under, like in the lower lash line. Yep, I do. I put it in the lower lash line as well. Then I'm taking this like dark brown shade on that same like flat angled brush, and I'm kind of drawing out a sharp V shape on my outer corner. So the V starts at the lower lash line and then kind of goes up into the crease. And so I do this to just define the crease more And I'm also taking that fluffy brush with a little bit of that brown shadow to just kind of blend it out. Then I thought a little bit of shimmer would be nice. So I'm using this like rose gold champagne eyeshadow on the middle of my eyelids just to kind of brighten them up. I didn't want to use anything super glittery or shiny for Yuzuha, but I figured a little bit, just a little glitter, just a little shimmer. Next, I'm going in and doing my eyeliner. Now, how I do my cosplay eyeliner is different than how I do my daily eyeliner now. I usually do just like a wing on its own, or a wing that goes to kind of like the first half into my eye. But for cosplay makeup, I still kind of do the full eyeliner wing and then connect it from the inner corner to the outer corner. But I go back and forth between my eyes while I do eyeliner, because I find that if I don't, then one eyeliner will have a completely different shape than the other eye. So I just go back and forth a lot. And I prefer pen eyeliners personally. I kind of want to try like a gel or a cream eyeliner. If you have any recommendations, let me know, because I'm kind of curious in trying that. Then I'm using these more like, they're called like dolly or like manhwa lashes, I think is what they're called a lot. I like using these for less idly characters, because I think they look somewhat more natural than like my big idol lashes that I like to wear. So I'm just slowly going in and applying those. I will say I had a hard time with one eye and a much easier time with the other eye, and to blend it with my normal lashes, I'm doing some mascara, and we're on to the face. But before we do the face, I recommend getting into the cosplay, especially if you know you're gonna just end up smearing the face makeup all over your cosplay. So look at that, wow, magic. I'm just magically in cosplay. It is so, I'm so cool. But yeah, I'm also just gonna tie my hair up. I couldn't find one of my like headbands that I normally use for these videos. I like using a headband, but I couldn't find any. So I'm starting with a silicone based primer. I prefer a clear silicone primer. I just think it helps my makeup last longer, and it just makes everything look nice and smooth underneath. So I'm just applying that now. When it comes to priming, use whatever is best for your skin and your skin needs. And so now I'm going in with that same concealer, and I'm just applying it to the areas that I know need a little more coverage. And that's mostly just like under eyes and where I have some redness and some breakouts at the moment. So I'm just kind of going in with that beauty sponge and blending out all that concealer. Now we're going on to BB cream. I prefer using a BB cream to a foundation. I know it doesn't give me as much coverage, and there are times where you can still see my acne through my cosplay makeup, but I prefer being comfortable in my makeup rather than wearing something super thick and heavy when, you know, Photoshop exists, and if I want to edit out a pimple, I can do that. I'd much rather be comfy in my makeup than feeling all sticky and gross by wearing something super full coverage. So that is what I'm using. Then I'm taking that same translucent powder and I'm lightly kind of dusting it around my face. I do want to keep some of the natural kind of glowiness from the BB cream, so that's why I'm not really like patting on the powder. Next, I'm taking this kind of like natural light pinky blush, trying to like not blind you with the mirror, but yeah. I also was like, can you even see what color it is because of the shadow? But you can kind of tell. It's just like a natural pink color. And I'm focusing that on like the center of my cheeks. So kind of like under my eye, center of the cheek, like close to the nose. That's where I'm putting that first color. Then I'm taking a more like muted kind of mauvey pink color, and I'm putting that into the bright color and kind of just blending it all up towards like my temples. So I'm blending it kind of up the face. And the reason I did this is to kind of just like elongate the face and kind of bring everything up. I try to place blush like this for more kind of like mature characters, so it's a little less kind of like cutesy looking. And so then I'm trying once again to have a battle with contouring. I still don't really get contouring, but I put it kind of in my like the hollows of the cheeks, and I kind of blend it down the jaw instead of going in towards my face. I find that looks a little bit better on me contouring wise. And then I do the forehead as well, even though the wig is going to cover the majority of that, but like, you know, we're trying. And then go along the jawline as well. I know for me, at least one side of my jawline is slightly more defined than the other, so I just pack that bronzer on and down the neck as well. And if you're like me and you worry about getting heavy-handed, also on my nose, a little on my nose. But yeah, if you feel like you're getting any bit heavy-handed with your blush or your contour, just go in with your translucent powder and that powder brush and just kind of blend everything together. I realized I forgot white eyeliner, the biggest trick for eye enlarging cosplay makeup. I just put a little bit on my waterline. Again, since I didn't put circle lenses in, I thought it was a good use of eyeliner. And then I'm taking just a light kind of champagne eyeshadow and just putting it on the inner corners to kind of brighten up the eye area, but nothing super glittery. Now I'm just braiding my hair because we got to get it in a wig, and that's a whole thing. I definitely was a little lazy in my wig prep process for this, mostly because it's just a video and no one's really looking at the back of my head. But yeah, just did 2 pigtail braids. That's what I do for more simple wigs. If I'm wearing, like, for example, like my Miku wig, or if I'm like performing, I try to do 4 braids and then pin them all up in the back of my head. But for the sake of this video, I just did 2 braids and then kind of threw them in the wig cap, just because it was a little bit easier then. And then but yeah, what is your kind of hair wig prep that you do, out of curiosity? Because I've seen some people do like really in-depth, like multiple braids or like pin curls and things like that. I'm like, should I try that? Like, would that be helpful? I don't even know. I know most people would say, Gabby, just cut your hair. It'll make it easier, but I don't want to. I simply don't want to. Next, I'm going in with some chapstick to kind of prime the lips, and because especially now in the winter, I just end up super dry. So I need the chapstick, and I just whatever works really for you. And then I'm taking a lip tint that is basically my natural lip color, and I am following like the shape of my lips basically. Then I'm going in with a more like deeper mauvey red color in the center of my lips, just to add some more definition. And then I'm blending that out with a tissue, and that is the final step. The makeup is complete.
Thank you all so much for watching this week's cosplay makeup tutorial. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you are new here, yes you! Make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's right there. Woo! And in the comments, let me know what have been your favorite anime of 2023. Because I feel like there's a lot of things on my list where I'm like, this was like stellar. Loved 2023. But I'm also really excited for a lot of upcoming 2024 anime. So like, I have so many opinions. Also, I'm always looking for recommendations of things to watch. So if there's something you really like, just tell me about it in the comments because maybe I'll check it out. Follow me over on Instagram and Twitter to see cosplay content. I really like how my makeup came out and I don't normally do my cosplay makeup like this. So I'm planning to maybe try to like do a little self-shooting in like my cosplay room right now just to kind of get some cute photos because I really like how my makeup came out. I feel like a badass and yeah, I just want to take some photos. So I'll probably post those over on Instagram. I don't know if those photos will be up yet or if I might save them. I don't know yet. I don't know what my vibe is yet, but I feel really nice. And like for this being cosplay makeup without circle lenses, like I feel like my eyes still pop really nicely. And that was kind of my goal in trying this out. Because to me, I don't feel like Yuzuha should, like I could have worn circle lenses and I think I did the first time I cosplayed her, but I feel like it looks better if I don't have circle lenses in. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Okay. And yep, thank you all so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Genevieve, will you say hi now? Can I bother you, please? I'll give you a treat. I'll give you a treat if you come here. Come here, please. Haha, I've kidnapped her. I've kidnapped my own child. Are you gonna tell them to subscribe? No, she says I'm gonna stand on your desk like a demon. Hi. I love you. I love you, pretty girl. Okay.